Y'all hear me moving my mouth?
And we got issues. We live. There we go.
Hey, welcome to episode 15 of the Pops Cast, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm gonna have to give you guys a disclaimer before we do the intros. I am a new father of two, so I was supposed to eat before the show and I did not. So I will do my best to not give you any chomping in the mic, but I will be eating throughout today's episode. And with that, my name is CK. Like I said, am the father of two beautiful children. I don't know who's next.
Children. Two
Yeah,
beautiful children. And I'm a papa to one beautiful children. And we out here.
Sure. All right, and I too as well have two beautiful children, two girls. We got chillins out here, as I would say, chillins.
Use the mic.
I love how Marcy, you got one beautiful children. That's
one
funny.
One beautiful children.
This episode, as you can see by the title.
Hold on. Today, bro.
You can hear me? I said today's episode.
Today,
bro. Whatever. Look, like I said, I'm eating. All right, let me live. But no, for real, today's episode is going to be fun, as you guys can see by the title. And I literally got this idea because of Mulan. Now, for those who may or may not know, Mulan is on its way out. It's supposed to be hitting theaters, but because of Mr. COVID or Mr. Rona, whichever one you want to call him by, that is now going straight to was it Disney Plus Premium? Is that what they're calling it? We got like
Disney Plus Premium.
Yeah. So whatever.
It's more like an additional rental fee. That's what it is. It looks like just an additional fee on top of the service you already have, like a renter's fee.
And by the way, we're on quick. I'm here for that. It's
I think
cool.
we all are. No, because I thought we talked about this.
A lot of people didn't like.
I mean, us here.
Oh yeah. I think we're all on the same page here because
I ain't going to no damn movie theater, so it kind of helps me out.
And it's a one-time payment.
It comes out and you keep it, right? I thought it was a rental, like you watch it one time. Yeah, I didn't know you keep it, so I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely here for this." And then it comes out for everybody else on December 4th, so you still got to wait like 4 months to see if you don't want to pay for $30. It'll be on.
And that's my thing. Like, I don't, and that's pretty much what I was going to come down to. But like, for this movie, I can wait when it comes out on Disney Plus, because I have Disney Plus, and when it comes out in December. That's fine. I can wait till then. I don't need it right now. But for the majority, if other movies start doing this, like on Amazon Prime and so on and so forth, I'm for it. I like, because look, if you have a family, like we talking about, we got two children, me and Tez got family of four, and when they're older, you go to the movie theater. That's going to be a solid $60-$70 to pay for the ticket and everything, snacks and whatnot, compared to just paying for the ticket or pay for the movie one time for $30. I'm for it. Like I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, that, like I said, like y'all got the family, so buying $50-$60 worth of movie tickets, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I mean, I know I will eventually. Do you think movie theaters dying because of this whole
I wouldn't say they're dying, because you have to just think about it. And like, this big tangent energy that goes into the whole topic. But with the way theaters are, moving now, it's like, they have the more centralized adult environments for, like, you can actually buy hard liquor in movie theaters. You can eat. They're making it an overall experience. It's not just you're just coming in with your candy, popcorn, little kid stuff here. No, they're trying to make it something real nice. But you could say this was the same. It'd be the same light as how Redbox kind of took out some of your local video store places and things like that. But who's to say Netflix didn't take Redbox out? Because now instead of having to go here, it's right there. So I don't think it is. It's just another option that they're putting their money into, an avenue that they can get money. Because our movie theaters up here, they already have something similar to this. So like, I think it's Cineplex. If you don't want to go to the movie theater, you can sign up on their website. You can buy the movies, rent them, own them, and just the same as you were going to the movie theater to actually watch it. But it's yours to keep even at the end of it. Or if you prefer, I believe they'll send you out the Blu-ray as soon as it's available. They'll ship it to you, even though you purchased it from them. I think that's kind of dope. I've never done it, but it's just a dope option to have.
Right.
Would you prefer that they I know with everything you just said, but would you prefer, or do you think that they should scratch them and just keep it to what it is right now, especially with everything going on?
like keeping it just at to the digital purchase, and well, yeah, I don't even think our movie theaters are open yet. So yeah, it's definitely a way to make money, but then you putting people out of jobs. Like it's pros and cons to all of it, because then what happens to the little kids who had their little summer job? Ain't no job for you, or the people who
that kind of does suck.
Yeah, like it ain't no job. You kind of taking a job out of somebody's hands when you put it that way, but
in the same breath, like.
I mean, yeah, but for now, it's a good thing. I think it's a good way to sit down and watch movies. When I looked at the number, though, I was like, man, you want me to pay you $34 plus tax?
Yeah,
plus
that's what I'm saying, man. That's crazy.
I was like, man, if we, but if it's a movie we really want to see, hell yeah, because it's basically we ended up paying that much anyway. Because my wife does not like to go see movies in the basic sense. I can't. I've had to fight her so many times. Mars, you probably know what this is like. We wear glasses, bruh. Don't take me to no damn movie where I gotta put glasses over my glasses or take my glasses off. I can't see.
Oh my god, yo!
I'd be so pissed.
When 3D movies
like,
first
how does
came
it
out,
look? The same.
I was like, how are we supposed to watch this? I sure enough did put them 3D glasses over my glasses.
Bro, they'd be like, can't you see how amazing it is? Nope. It looks slightly slightly better quality. It never comes out the screen at me. It just looks crisp. There's nothing coming at me.
What if you put the 3D glasses on first and then your glasses?
I can't see it. Don't focus like that. You can't focus through something you can't see.
Right.
I just put them on over. Like I was like, why didn't they just invent like clips that just come down
for people with glasses?
That's it. That's
then they gonna overcharge you guys.
I'll fight them.
No,
all you just need those little slip-ons, just to slip it on, and I'll be able to see whatever.
But
G.
Yeah, he comes to my streams a lot.
Shout out UG in the chat, saying the only thing I don't like is, from the way I understand, if you only have access to the movie, if you keep your subscription to the service, it is a lot cheaper than hauling the that's what we were saying. But it depends on the movie that it is. Like if it's something that I want to see it right away at launch, I'll bite the bullet and do it. But for something like Mulan, I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Mulan.
Oh, y'all haven't seen it?
Seen what?
Mulan.
No. The original, yes, not this.
Yeah, not the new one.
Oh, I thought y'all seen it.
No.
We
were just talking about the concept.
He was for the straight slut that thing.
I bought that thing day one.
Oh,
I bought that day one, yeah.
Without, not really much you could spoil, but like without spoiling, how'd you feel about it? Do you think it was worth it, being the first movie of its kind to do that?
Nah, I don't think it's worth it. I don't for this movie. I might be a little like biased. I'm not a big Mulan fan. I wasn't really like
Mulan. The original.
Yeah, I didn't really like the original like that.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't a
girl worth fighting for.
That one. I mean, Mushu was good, but he's not even in the movie. Like,
well, see, and that's the thing.
He's not even in the movie.
I know.
These live action Disney movies. I don't know how much y'all actually know about like the original stories that a lot of these fantasies are based off of. That's the direction they've been taking with these live movies. Like they want to try and tie in the elements that made children love them, but they're trying to give you the real story with that same whimsical but realistic feel. Like they want to, because they don't want to just keep telling the same story over and over. Yes, it's amazing. Right. Like you could watch this. You can watch the cartoon for that. You can watch this. Let's tell you the story. Or this is how I interpret it, at least. Let's tell you the story of how it originally went down and what it was like, or a loose adaptation similar to that, but still trying to give you those same feels of, oh man, this is something brand new. It's a retelling of the story, but with a Disney spin on it. And I'm like, I'm not mad at it, but it's just like I can never go into these knowing that I'm gonna miss people. Like I'm not gonna see, like when I heard Mushu ain't gonna be in it, I was like, oh, so y'all giving me the story this is based off of.
Songs.
Like, oh. Cricket's still in there, but it ain't like Cricket. It's just
He's
Cricket.
Human.
It's just a Cricket that going on.
Cricket's damn Mars.
What?
Oh, word.
I thought Cricket was a cricket.
Mars. Well, damn.
What? That's a spoiler?
Cricket was a bug in the
Cricket was a bug. I thought she still had a
Mushu was
cricket.
a dragon.
And Mushu in the movie just not whatever. Either way, Tez, that was the perfect segue to what today's topic is going to be, because as Tez just mentioned, there is a difference in these recreations compared to the ones that we grew up with. Now, I'm not saying we're going to sit here and be those old 90s heads talking about back in our day,
but we are.
We ain't gonna do that, or maybe we will, but I hope not. But I do want to talk about like if the movies today, and I think Tez hit the nail on the head, because what they're trying to go for, and I think you said you're assuming that, but I think that's exactly what they are going for with these new interpretations with the real life movies, that they're going more so for the original written stories rather than the Disney storybook take. And I think that's cool, but the question is, some of them aren't really hitting the same. And I want to talk about a lot of these recreations and the possible recreations for the future. And if you think that the same message is going through to kids today as they did to us with the cartoon one, because like Aladdin had a whole extra song that people had no idea about, but that was a song that's from the Broadway musical. It's Jasmine's song. I don't remember what the hell it's called, but people were like, "The hell is this? This was not necessary," and all kinds of things. But it's from the musical, but people didn't know that. Like we were just talking about Mulan, there ain't no music, no Mushu, because the
Lion King had the same thing. Like I think
they had a whole extra song.
The Morning Report with Zazu and Simba when Mufasa's having that whole conversation with him, like before he shows him the Pride Land, saying, "Son, everything that the sun casts his light upon shall someday be yours." But this also tangents into them doing the whole thing with the re-releases for the animations. Oh, for the limited time, when we were coming up, I think we may have been like in our like mid-teens. We weren't even close to being adults yet. For a limited time, Disney's pulling this out of the vault. Like when they pull those vault collector. I just saw something on YouTube about this.
They still doing that.
Yes, but these are stuff where they remaster it, give it a complete polish, and throw in the extra stuff where they be songs, new scenes that may have been wanted to get drawn into the original.
I found out about that so late.
I said, speak your truth. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was so mad. I found out about that so late, man. I missed out on like the first 8 of them. I could have bought them when they
had money.
Right.
They actually worth money.
Exactly, because I just thought there was like, they're just re-releasing the master, but I didn't know it was like, we're re-releasing it, but then we're not putting it back out again, and we're mastering it and not putting it back.
They got gone.
Yeah.
And they were ahead of the game. They were before Nike. They're doing what Nike doing now. Retro movies before Nike and Adidas and all of them.
Started doing a retro gear. But to answer your question, man, I'm gonna say it's not. They're not holding up the same.
Well, we're gonna go movie by movie though, Mars. This man gonna just cut. And all right, podcast over. All right, y'all. Thank you. So Mars said all movies
they don't hold up the same. Point blank.
We go movie by movie. Then that's even better because I can get my in-depth.
And that's what I want. Movie. That's what I want. So we're gonna start with. Oh God, I'm gonna go with.
Or Maleficent was Sleeping Beauty. Maleficent,
Sleeping Beauty.
Wasn't Fantasia first?
That Fantasia was like years.
Wait,
ago.
Fantasia got a real life?
Old.
Hold on.
Oh, no. Okay, they need to have real life adaptations.
No. We're comparing.
Okay.
Real life to
CK, we might have to take a pause for the cause, people, and CK actually look up a legit list. That ain't gonna hurt. Just so we're not talking.
I will, but we're going to start with I will look for the list, but right now because I know it was one that got the most hype, but we'll probably go back to like Mars was saying with Maleficent. What I want to start with is Sleeping Beauty, because that was the one that like it wasn't the first one. I think there's Cinderella first, but I want to start with Sleeping Beauty because that was the one that got the hype ball rolling with this whole like live action.
Wasn't that around the time the Hannah Montana movie came out?
I sat here and told you,
dog,
yes, I would be lying.
I'm saying this because I think I was working in a movie theater when because it's got that handsome Caucasian fellow who jumps out the sewer talking about some "I've been dreaming" and then kind of gets hit.
You're thinking of Cinderella?
Ain't that the same one?
Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella are two different things. You thinking of Cinderella?
But I'm still in the same pocket. So you said Beauty and the Beast. What?
Beauty and the Beast was actually like the first one, wasn't it?
There's a Cinderella.
Okay. Man, let me look this up. I'm tripping, dog.
Well, either way, I'm gonna have the list. But I want to start with Beauty and the Beast because Beauty and the
Yo, he ain't lying with Brandy.
He
ain't lying.
He's really not.
Get that man his flowers. He ain't lying.
We're gonna talk about that one too. But no, starting with Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, okay. That was like the first one that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, like I said, that was the hype one because it had Emma. Oh God, Hermione. I don't know her last name. Emma. One of the
Watson?
Emmas. Emma Watson. That's the one. That's right. Yeah, so that was one of the first one, and everyone was hyped about it. Ariana Grande got on the track with John Legend. People were so excited about that movie. And to be honest, of all the ones that we're going to talk about today, that was probably one of my favorites that I feel like went over just fine from the animated movie to real life, as well as sort of staying on track with the original story, even though the original story ends very, very gruesomely. So they didn't go the full 9 yards with that one. But from my opinion, before we move on to you guys for Beauty and the Beast, I would say
I actually got the list right here, big dog.
I have list too. I would say that I don't know. I don't think, and I think it's gonna be the answer for all of them. I don't think it hit the same. I don't think that it had the same effect on kids when that movie came out that it did the original one when Beauty and the Beast originally came out for us. And then when that one came out for the kids of that generation, I don't think it hit the same as it did for them. Neither was I, but I enjoyed the story and I enjoyed that because
that live adaptation made me actually go back and want to actually watch the animated version because I saw a live cup, I saw a lot, I saw all this stuff because when I saw it I still didn't watch it until I saw like Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, oh, this is okay. I still ain't gonna watch this movie, but Beast is alright in my book,
Right.
That's it.
For me, it was so I like Beauty and the Beast as a whole. I think it did a great job as the live action adaptation of it. I think it, and I disagree with you, CK. I do think it did just as good as telling the story and have the effect on kids than the actual cartoon. The one thing that might not have went over too well for the kids in the live adaptation, I don't feel as though as Beast was as scary enough, right? No, he wasn't, but he was still the same character. But I think it's a lot easier in for the animation to have made him scary like he did. Because I'm not gonna lie, he was scary when he first making his appearance. When Bella went to that castle, that man was. Beast was yelling and screaming and throwing stuff and ripping things apart. He was a scary dude.
Issues, though.
Yeah,
they kind of dumbed him down a little bit. They
right,
I think intimidating somewhat.
Right, but I think if they did that with a live adaptation, it will become more of a horror film, right?
It would be, and that's the thing. The whole storyline. I feel that's one that they couldn't do what Taylor was saying earlier, where they could go to the original story script because the way the original Beauty and the Beast ends.
It ain't
look it
the
up.
Same for Alice. The same way the Alice in Wonderland ends. The same way the real Little Mermaid ends. Like sleeping. Like none of these stories ends exactly how Disney painted it, big dog. But before we hit that, I was gonna say the one movie that got a live adaptation that we know as kids that we probably also watched the cartoon that none of these kids to this day know about. No, because we this one can't even get brought up in the top. It's just an honorable mention. 101 Dalmatians.
I mean, we can't. Why can't we include that?
Because they have no 101 Dalmatians cartoons or any. They don't show it like how in the 90s. Yeah, because they had the cartoon show. The movie spinoffs, the movie. All that. But like for the 2000s on up, I probably could find no little kids like what 101 Dalmatians is. As a Disney movie.
True. So then I think that'd be the universal answer that no, that one definitely did not.
It's an honorable. That's what I'm saying. It's an honorable mention. Like it was one of the first for us.
That's fair because like Lady and the Tramp, I think is going to be. An honorable mention. I don't think we're going to talk about that. Dumbo. Like I don't think
they did a lot of adaptation of Lady and the Tramp.
That's what I'm talking about. Like we'll mention those ones because they have them, but they won't. I don't think they like Tez was saying. Like no one's going to be like, yo, 101 Dalmatians, and not think about the kid one.
Because that Saturday cartoon used to kill me, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Yuji made a good point. He was like, our kids have so much to watch now between YouTube and Netflix and Hulu and all that stuff. When I was a kid, we had a handful of movies on VHS and DVD, and you watch them things 100 times.
100 times.
Boy, rewind them orange tapes till they pop, boy.
Yo, for real, man. And maybe that's why some of these movies might not hold an effect as it did to us because just for that simple point right there, man. We could talk about that a little bit later, but Yuji, you brought up a good point.
Yeah, I think that's a factual point with everything we're gonna be talking about today for sure. So I do have the list in front of me, and here's the problem. I'm gonna let you guys take over this next one because, like Ted just said with Beauty and the Beast, this is how I felt with Cinderella. Cinderella was the first. I mean, of the of the princesses, because it was Cinderella, and then it went from there, and then Maleficent and all those kind of things. But I am not a fan of Cinderella in general. I hate the storyline about it. I can care less about the whole slipper and it. I'm not a fan of Cinderella, so I never saw the real action one. So please, if any of you guys, go ahead and take that one away.
The brand
all I remember from
hold on.
What I remember from Cinderella, like how it held up, it was, again, like UCK, I was never a fan for the story. I watched it because, I had girl cousins and my sister, so, I'm watching it and listening to it with them. The only thing about Cinderella I enjoyed was the movie, and that was probably, the music. So I'm glad they kept some of that alive, with her and the
live
animals. Action? Yeah, and stuff like that, like just her being able to still sing with the animals. I'm like, that's cool, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I wish they would have actually done it like how the story goes as far as them sisters. For anybody who doesn't know, her sisters did not, it was not good for them. Like, you see them, they get their comeuppance in both the live and the actual cartoon, but when it came to putting that shoe on and they foot couldn't fit, bro, both them girls like literally chopped their foot off just so it would fit inside that glass shoe, and then ended up with no feet, and the other one died.
The hell? See,
yeah, it's dark.
These stories, man. That's
dark, boy.
I'm talking
Disney's dark. Yo, I'm telling you, boy. What was Walt thinking? Like, man, she chopped her foot off. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna make this nice. Like, Walt was on something.
My goodness.
But the overall, it still hold the romanticism still there. That one still holds true to its animation and its live adaptation. Now, with the live being set in a more present day, it's just kind of how I forgot, there's a term for that when stuff from the past gets thrown into the forward and present day. It's actual term.
There's a word for that.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
it is.
I don't know. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but it was still good. In my opinion, it was still good. Like I said, as long as they have music in the live adaptations, I think they still resonate the same for me. For you. Yeah, but when they don't have the music, that's when I have to literally come at it. Like when I watch Mulan for the first time, or whenever I see it, because I know there won't be music, I have to take this more like a docu-series type of. I have to kind of watch it with my eyes in a real serious light.
But that's the thing.
Ain't no damn music.
They told you that before the movie even came out. They was like, "There's no music in this movie."
Bro, it ain't the same if I ain't got a girl worth fighting for. Damn it!
I'm saying,
but I feel like what we have to do going into these live adaptations is not compare them to the movies, like off rip.
That's
right.
True.
We can't go into this one like. Well, in the movie, they had this song, and that's what they sang it like this.
I did that shit.
And in this movie,
King,
they're doing this and not doing this. It's because it's not for us. These live adaptations are not for us. They're for our kids and the kids under them.
They market them shits, and they know we're gonna be the ones.
They doing the nostalgia. That's true. I'm gonna touch on that.
They 100%. I agree. They are marketing it for us because we are the money. Oh, I want to bring my kids to see this movie that I grew up watching. Right. Yeah. So, but then we get to the movie and then we get mad because we didn't. This is not the same movie I saw. But then your kid loves the movie, but you're never watching this movie again. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Where's Be Prepared? Where's Be Prepared? Damn it! Where's my singing hyenas?
But like, I mean, I never even seen the new Lion King yet.
Oh, Mars, that's one. See,
don't
get to the list. Talk about it. No, I'm sticking to the list. We're not getting to that one yet, but how we're talking about it and what Mars just said, because I think I'm right in the middle of both you and Mars on that standpoint. I'm 100% with Mars, and you cannot compare the two, which is why I feel like I'm gonna have a different opinion when we talk about Aladdin than you guys will. And probably Lion King. But you didn't see,
bro. But that's the thing. Y'all know me. I don't care for spoilers, though. I don't care for spoilers.
It's not even a spoiler. Cool. I've seen enough of it. Like, I know a lot of stuff.
I know the rundown of everything. Yeah, from trailers and people, giving reviews. So I'm cool on that. But I can't. I know for a fact I would have done the exact same thing. Like, I would have went in it trying to hope for the nostalgia of what I got from Jasmine and everybody from that and Zazu and Iago. Like, no, because none of them are the same people. Even Genie, like, I know Will Smith probably did an amazing job, but Robin Williams.
He did.
Ain't no other genie, bro.
We'll say that conversation when we get there. We're not there yet. We're not there because we're going to talk about that one.
Sorry, guys. It's just hard.
We're excited. You can tell we're excited. You can tell we're excited about this subject. So, all right. So I think Sleep Wolf, Beauty and the Beast. So everyone is saying that pretty much. But except for Mars, I think Mars is the only one that's saying that he does think that it did translate well for the generation at the time when that one came out.
Because it still had music in it. Like when they did the actual, the tale as old as time at the dancing part, I was like, I actually got teary-eyed. I'm like, bro, this is beautiful. I was like, I didn't even like it in the animated version, but this is beautiful. But continue. I mean to cut you off.
No, you're right. No, I think I might lean towards you guys with that one. My brain's just thinking from the business side. I'm like, all right, was kids out there buying Sleeping Beauty toys? Like, were they buying the costumes and stuff like that? So I was just looking at it like that. But I think you guys are probably right. And it also helped that was like Emma Watson's like first big movie since Harry Potter just finished wrapping up around that time anyway. So yeah, you guys are probably on to that one. Now here's another one where I might need your help with because I have to talk about it because it is big and I'm late to the game when it comes to this one, but Maleficent. Here's my question though, because I only saw pieces of the first one, but I know that just like you guys, I'm not worried about any spoilers, so you guys can talk about it freely. Who Maleficent is connected to Snow White?
Snow White, yeah.
Right. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure with that.
That's the same universe. Like Maleficent is the bad guy. The evil
right. That turned into the dragon and Snow White. Right.
Yeah. I only seen the first one. I never seen the second one. But I mean, it's and I'm pretty sure the second one has Snow White in it, like or some type of form.
Snow White's not the first one.
Nah,
it's about Maleficent's story. So basically,
it's like the prequel.
It's her story to everything.
But who's the blonde girl?
Just a random girl. It's not Snow White. It's not Snow White.
Oh,
because Snow White has dark hair.
Oh, Princess Aurora. No, guys, I think we're wrong. Princess Aurora is. Oh God, Carly's gonna beat me up. Princess Aurora is from. No. Oh gosh. Yes. I think it's Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, Maleficent was with Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, we blew it.
Snow White has the witch with the apple.
Oh wait.
We blew it. Yep.
You messed me up, man.
Hey, we old.
You messed me up because I said that in the beginning, and I was like, Sleeping Beauty.
It's on Mars. But what I was saying was it's her pre-story though, telling you how she came into being. So a lot of it you have to take it from the aspect of you're gonna see those bits of Sleeping Beauty, but you're still getting the backstory to why Maleficent, why she was the way she was, Grumpy. Like why she ended up being and turning into who she was. And I mean the first one was amazing. The second one, I thought the second one was kind of buns, but it was nice animation wise. Like I mean when I animate, but like cinematically it was beautiful. It was nice. It was great. I was also not a big fan of Sleeping Beauty, as is because that one was hella boring. I mean, like there wasn't no singing in that one. I'm just like, dog.
Yeah.
You telling me she got pricked by a thorn and somebody got to come kiss her? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm
good. I'm okay. I'm cool with that one.
I gotta go.
Yeah, and then they had the little flying. Were they godmothers? Who were they?
The fairy godmothers. Yeah,
fairy godmothers. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Bippity boppity boo.
Right. So Tez, then being the one that saw it, like, how do you feel like? Because Maleficent is doing I like the twist because of everything you just said, and I know that was the end goal with Maleficent was to have that take of instead of doing a Sleeping Beauty movie, we're going to make a movie about that same space, but about the other character that we know about and have the movie centered around her. I love that concept. I'm a fan of when movies do that. So I think it hit. I think it hit dope. Right. I think, but it wasn't.
I do nothing to Maleficent. I didn't even know Maleficent was a fucking fairy. I was like, bro, she was a cast fairy who lost her wings and shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I think they went that route because Sleeping Beauty is too boring
as hell.
Like the original was like, all right, how can we bring Sleeping Beauty into this world? Make people actually like the story, whatever.
Because like you said, Mars, and like I said, think about it. from start to finish, everyone knows how Sleeping Beauty ends. She will wake up, but what's the story to her waking up? Somebody has to kiss her. But what happens? What happens before all that shit happens? Basically had to build this sandwich.
Maleficent and all this stuff.
Thank you. They had to build a sandwich to make this something somebody wants to actually take a bite out of. I'm like, all right, well, let's tell the bad guy story.
Hey, yo, can we give Ted some credit for that one? That's the first analogy that you come up with. That I co-sign. I like that. I like that. That man said we gotta build a sandwich to make you a good enough sandwich for you to want to take a bite out of. I like that. That fit. That
come on, man.
Fit.
Give me my
flowers.
I'm
gonna give you that one.
I'm not, because I know 5 minutes later he's gonna mess that up and say something ridiculous.
He probably will. But look, man, it's good to hit. It's good to hit 1 from 85 from the field, man.
I'm telling CK, when we hop in 2K, bro, I'm gonna be hitting 85 all the time. You're gonna never see me hit higher than 85.
No. You missed the 1 for 85. You missed that part. Anyways, okay, but yeah, I think Maleficent, for the idea of it, I do want to watch it. I really do want to watch it. Carly's been trying to get me to watch it for forever. But just the concept of it, I am a fan of it. Just never saw it. I do think because of the take, I think it almost has a better effect than the other one. And I think isn't who plays Aurora? Is that Elle Fanning? Who even plays Aurora in the whatever.
I just know
I just knew Angelina for Maleficent.
And she kills it. Yeah. All right. Well, dope. Yeah, we skipped. We said Cinderella. Okay. Yeah, and like we mentioned some honorable mentions. Dumbo recently came out. We had Lady and the Tramp. But just like the 101 Dalmatians, no one's really talking about that.
I heard Jungle Book was pretty nice, but
that's what we were just gonna mention. Jungle Book was the one I was just going to talk about. Mars, go first. How do you feel about? Talk to me about Jungle Book. The real action compared to the cartoon.
I like both. I was a Jungle Book fan growing up. That was one of the ones that I watched over and over and over as a kid. Yeah, so I was a fan. I was excited to see it when it came out, and I'm happy. It honestly, they can go hand in hand for the most part. Okay. I'm happy that they made the animals talk in Jungle Book. Like in the live action adaptation, like Baloo and everybody was talking and having conversations and stuff. Because if they did it like there was like a movie called Mowgli, or something that came out,
it was Mowgli. It was Mowgli.
They didn't talk, and I was like, it would have been a lot better if they actually spoke. But like, what's the tiger's name? Like it does a great job in
I'm a Jungle Book fan.
I totally agree.
And all the characters were there, they all played a good role. So I think this one is one of the I think if not the best one to go hand in hand with the actual the animated movie to the live action movie. So yeah, it did a really good job in my opinion. Definitely holds up.
So this is your early favorite for the one that goes toe to toe with the original.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. This is like the best one. Is the Jungle Book.
Okay. Wow. No, I agree. I think it did a great job with the adaptation. I enjoyed it. I think Mowgli was not great at all because, and the thing is, like, it probably was a good movie, but the fact that the animals were not talking, I was turned off.
I want to hear it.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm sure that this is probably great and it's artsy, fartsy, whatever. I'm good. That's not what I came for.
The only thing I know from Jungle Book was like, you know how they used to do those Heart and Soul collection CDs at late night on TV. They used to do one for the Disney albums, and I only knew Bare Necessities from Jungle Book just because they would play that shit for like 30 seconds. It's the Bare Necessities. I was like, that's the only one I know.
When he sang that in the live action movie, I was like, okay, this.
Yo, Bill Murray killed that, man. He killed that. Yeah,
that's the only one I knew.
I was like Mars. I wasn't as obsessed with it as my brother. My brother, that and Aladdin were his two that he watched on repeat. But I liked it enough. I enjoyed it. Tailspin. That's the main reason why I got into Tailspin because of Baloo and all that. Great. That was a great movie. And yeah, I agree. I think it did exactly what it was supposed to do. I just feel like it was ruined because after the real life one came out, then Mowgli came out not too long after, and in the conversation. They were way too close together, and then the conversation became comparing between those two movies compared to giving the original one the credit that it should have got. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, was it Jon Favreau that did what's it called? Jungle Book, the dude who did Iron Man and all those Marvel movies.
Yeah,
It's the same dude, right?
The same director. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it was Jon Favreau. Sorry, the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because that'll tell you why it was as good as it was. Is what I'm trying to get at. But but yeah, no. So it was. Well, yeah, I'm with Mars. I think it did. I think it hit the way it was supposed to. From both fronts. You know, if you want to compare the two, it is literally side by side. You can probably watch the entire movie. It's probably the same, except one scene might start a little bit earlier than the other one. But I'm with Mars. I think it was good. It's not my favorite side by side. But I co-sign Mars and having that as his favorite one for sure. Mm-hmm. So I'm seeing. I'm gonna mention it because maybe when you guys watch it, I never watched it. But there was what the heck? Oh, that's the. Sorry, I saw the Little Mermaid. I'm like, there was no live Little Mermaid, but there was Little Mermaid live and whatever. Yeah. So did you guys ever watch Pete's Dragon?
Like the original one? I watched both of them. But I watched the original one. I watched the original one like so long ago that when I rewatched the live action one, I didn't know. Like I couldn't compare it. I couldn't be like, oh well, this happened and this and that happened. Right. I didn't like it.
You didn't like the remake Pete's Dragon?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It looked like it was going too hard on trying to be like, look at this cute Disney movie.
Yeah, no, it was. I think that's something real. It was because it was real kiddie too. It was like one of those, you know how Disney movies, like it was just super kiddie, like super young kid. Like
even the remake.
Sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure Anaya, like I think like toddlers will love it because the way the dragon looked, and then you have this boy running around doing flips and stuff. I think the ages like from like 7 and down will actually like that movie. But compared to the original one, not here for it.
I'm telling you, the minute that they do that real life Moana, my girl is going to lose her freaking mind.
Oh God,
I'm gonna lose my freaking mind, man.
Way. I'm thinking, you know the one I want to see live though. Freaking Princess.
No, don't tell us because I want to end with that. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I wanted to end with that.
You keep testing.
My man jumping. Boy.
Started with it.
Yeah, but I said Anaya. I didn't say me. That wasn't my answer. That's Anaya. That's her answer. That's what she would say. Now, I want for the end, Ted. We're going to hear the one that you want. We'll end it with that. Yeah, I'm going through some of these. There was Alice in Wonderland. Thoughts on that one? That came out
Alice. That Alice, I actually liked more than the Disney one. So that's the thing. A lot of people say, even because Alice in the original stories was a warrior. She was not some random girl who got thrown into the. No, she was fighting people. She was trying to save people's lives, and Cheshire Cat, and the Mad Hatter and the Red Queen, all that. Like it's a good book too. It's a crazy good book.
This is one with Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah, yes. Johnny Depp.
Okay. Yeah, I seen the first one. I didn't see the second one. I liked it. I did like I liked the movie a lot. The live adaptation, like you said, because the Alice in the cartoon was kind of like helpless.
What am I doing? Where am I? What do I go?
Right. And then this one actually gave her a little bit of more power to her.
Yeah. And that's what they're doing. I feel like that's another thing they're doing with the princesses. Like they're taking the approach from the princesses have to always chronically be saved, and like actually with the retellings and telling their stories, empowering women at the same time. Because Mulan, I don't think that was one of the things behind Mulan. Because Mulan was definitely she was a warrior, but at the same time they wanted to make this one more serious to like really put that women can do this type of thing.
Yeah, I want to talk about Mulan when we get there.
I still hate it.
Yeah.
We'll get to Mulan. I'll let you guys get your opinions on that. I still hate it though.
Mars is not really got that opinion. We ain't seen it, remember?
Oh yeah, okay. Well, you sound like you saw it. The way you was talking, I thought you both saw it. You got me confused there. But yeah, Alice in Wonderland. Bet. And then moving forward, no, we can't count that. No. Mary Poppins, no, I'm not gonna count that. No, all right, F it. We're already a lot of time into this episode. We're just gonna go straight to them. We're gonna start off with the Lion King. What?
Hold on. You forgot about another one. Everybody's Christopher Robin, bro.
I didn't forget it. I left that one out on purpose because it wasn't really a remake. What it is Christopher Robin was like a telling of what what he's up to right now. So I can't. That doesn't count.
Okay.
That is. You know what? Here's how we'll count it. We'll count it because it's almost like a Maleficent, where we saw her side of the story to that story.
Right.
We're seeing now what Christopher Robin is up to after the fact. Now that he's older, and if he still remembers it. So yeah, I still have not seen it, but it is a movie I did want to see. I know it's on Disney Plus now. But I can't compare the two. But I think from the reviews, it did really well. But I was skipping past that one because I don't think that. The point of this was the impact on the generation right now. I could definitely say
Christopher Robin wasn't hitting on it wasn't hit with nobody.
Yeah,
unless you
so let's just get into it. Let's go to it. Let's cut straight to it because we got three big power hitters that we're gonna talk about. Starting off with The Lion King. Now, yes, like you guys, and I'm sure the same answer for everybody that's listening. Lion King was that movie that I watched on repeat. It was Toy Story, Lion King, and Jurassic Park. Those were the three movies that I watched over and over and over. Why was I odd? Why does that make me odd?
I couldn't watch Jurassic Park. It couldn't keep me until I was like a 20.
I love dinosaurs. I was a dinosaurs kid.
I did too. I collected fossils. I was a makeshift paleontologist.
Movie then. You a damn lie.
Jurassic Park was so boring. But anyway.
Thank you.
Was it? See, y'all some lies.
As a kid, it was boring until I was like 9 or 10, and it got dope.
Because it came out in 94 and I was 3 years old. I will never forget. Oh man, I love that movie, and I watched that from time. Oh man, my mama tell you.
You know what took me out was the fat dude who got spat on and ate in his car. That's when I would turn it off. I'm like, I'm done.
Samuel Jackson.
I'm done.
But I've been saying that since a kid, and I didn't even remember it from that damn movie. Anyways, but Lion King was one that was on repeat. We had 3 copies of that movie, 2 English and 1 in Spanish. Why was 1 in Spanish? Because my dad didn't read it when he got me the Lion King VHS on for a gift.
You're talking about your real dad, right?
My dad, this was back in New York. Yeah, my dad is dumb stuff.
He went to the bodega and got it.
This man went to a bodega in New York and got a bootleg Spanish edition, and I kept it still because I just wanted to say I had all the Lion Kings in the world. So all of that being said, I like Mars. If you do not do exactly like what Mars said, if you do not compare the two, I think Lion King, the real action one, in my humble opinion, and you guys may disagree, I think it did fine on its own. There was some scenes that did piss me off where they went left field and did their own thing where I didn't like. Like I hated when they changed the scene where they added Beyonce's stupid Spirit song when Simba's running back to the Pride Lands when after being with Timon and Pumbaa, all of them, and he's running back, and it's just him running in slow motion. Spirit,
boy.
I'm like, stop, Beyonce.
I can tell you so. I can tell you so many parts that I was like, why am I not hearing squash? Was it? Asante sana squash banana wave it. I'm like, where is this? Where's what good is this?
Rafiki hit the same in both movies. I don't care. I was cool with Rafiki. In both movies.
Okay.
There should have been more Rafiki. That was my problem.
There should have been more Rafiki
because he was hilarious.
I like the guy who did Zazu. I enjoyed the guy who did Zazu. I think that was really dope.
Yeah. Can we all agree that Nala was trash?
we
all on the same page that Nala was garbage. Yeah. I think that was the worst part.
Timon and Pumbaa, they hit, but when it was
different. It was a different hit. It's like when we're talking about genies. Will Smith.
It was their own take.
It did good, but it was different. Yeah, which is why I'm fine with it.
But what they didn't do was the song. If you're hankering for a hunk of meat, the one where they were intimidating antagonizing the hyenas. Good ones. Like, what a good song's that?
Yeah, they didn't have that.
For some bacon, like I need this. I need these things. Where are these at? Because these are the things that people look for. I mean, we know you're doing the retelling of it, but where are these? Can I choke whoever decided to do
sometimes I think about it. Maybe they didn't do that because Seth Rogen.
It wouldn't have been as natural.
Exactly. It was like they did that so well that they didn't want to touch on that part. And then because if they would have did it, you'd be like, it just didn't hit the same.
Yeah, it would. That's true. Because there were some things that they tried to do that didn't hit the same, and you're just like, So,
but
the
dude who was playing Scar could sing. I was like, I wouldn't have been mad at him doing an actual full be prepared version, with him and the hyenas.
They did though. He went on. He did the whole climbing thing. It just didn't sound the same. But he
didn't
did the whole
sing.
thing.
He just he did a spoken. It's
Yeah,
like
he
if he
was
was a
doing the
spoken
common
word
thing.
version of with
Yeah,
the
he
real
was doing
Slim
common.
Shady.
He was
Please
out there
stand up.
speaking
I'm like,
poetry.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, why won't you sing? Because you got a voice. Just get the hyenas doing this and play the music. I don't even need them to sing. Just sing your part.
I think, man,
you hated it. Watching the way you slumped, you hated it. Be honest.
I know, right? He ain't got no spine to this.
He hated it.
I'm not gonna lie, because Lion King was the one that was on repeat. I think that's for everybody. That in my household too, and it just didn't hit for me, man.
That's because you're compared.
You're right, and you cannot not.
But Mars, you're the one that started this rule.
Like
you
started the rule. You're right. But Lion King is
he probably realized
man.
that after he saw Lion King the first time.
It's because, and this is one of my biggest things, right? I know this is everybody's biggest thing, that if they just had facial expressions, the animals had facial expressions, then it would have been.
I was all right without them. To be completely honest, I was completely cool without them.
See, when I heard, see, go ahead,
what?
CK, go ahead. No, I was gonna say when I heard they were doing it. See, what I thought they were gonna do was like a 3D rendition of Lion King, right. Exactly the way the cartoons were animated. I've been like, give it, I need it. That would have set me over the roof.
That more.
But I do like the fact that James Earl Jones was still alive in order to still be Mufasa, bro. Because if it wasn't him, I think I never would have saw it.
Listen to him. Yeah.
Because I agree, man. Like, get the originals. Where was Whoopi? Huh? Where was she at? She wasn't.
Whoopi should. I said the same thing.
She should have been.
She was still alive.
They should have put Whoopi with Andre and what's his name? Pio. Not Pio. Key.
Yeah.
It should have been Keegan, Eric Andre, and Whoopi Goldberg. That would have been funny.
That would have been great. That would have been that would have been a great match.
Yeah,
for the originals.
Yeah,
I
Whoopi was the straight one, right? Whoopi was
yeah.
See, that would have. Yes, those three would have been perfect together. That would have been hilarious.
He said she was the straight one. Yeah, she did have the straighter back, and then the brother, the youngest one, he had like a slightly
I meant like because there's and there's a straight man. I hate Tez. Get him out. Yeah, he did. You're right. Her character did.
Well, she did have good posture,
Yes,
because Ed was on something.
Yeah, Ed was all the way on something. Eric Andre did good with that. I don't even remember who the third one was.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I never knew his name.
Wait, no, seriously, who the hell was the third?
Hold on, who was the third Migo? Right?
Yeah, right.
What I was gonna say about James Earl Jones is,
please talk.
He was much younger when he did Mufasa. So certain lines that how they hit when he said them in the original, to him being older now, trying to give that same type of energy, you could tell where there was a slight,
when he was disciplining Simba, it didn't hit the same. That scene didn't hit the same.
It didn't.
He's a grandpa now.
You deliberately disobeyed me. He's like, man, I ain't trying to yell at you. I'm too old for this shit. He had a Murdoch on him. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, Simba. Yeah, that wasn't there with the same gusto. So I have just like any other person who, like we said, that watched the original on repeat. I too had my issues. Like, I hated Beyonce as Nala. I like Beyonce in it. She should have been the mom.
Sarabi. She should have been Sarabi.
Yes. I understand why you didn't do it, because she wouldn't have sang no songs and she wouldn't have been in it as
Sarabi had minimal lines.
That's what I'm saying. So I get it. It doesn't help.
That's fine. Shit, man. They just use Beyonce as just for
Glover did a good Simba.
This movie would have been, Don Glover killed, but who was not like he did fine. But imagine if they got any young actress to be Nala. It would have been.
I would have took Aunt Viv.
What? Nah. What? Young. I would have took Lupita.
Yeah,
that's who I would have. I think Lupita would have been a great Nala. Like that
would have been fire. I was saying her. You could throw Zendaya in there. I think too.
Zendaya would have been dope. What's the chick from her name starts with a Z. The other Z. Like, I think her last name is Banks. Zazie or
Azalea Banks.
No. Like she was in the last Deadpool movie. She was like that luck girl.
What's her name? She's in whatchamacallit? Atlanta, the Don Glover's girlfriend.
She can sing?
I don't know.
I don't know her real name. I know who you're talking about. I don't know her real name. She can sing? And no, that's Atlanta though. You just want Atlanta as Lion King.
No,
like,
no, I'm saying she I just knew her from Zazie Beats. That's what I'm saying. That's who she could have been.
No, the chick from Atlanta, and she was in what's that?
I just knew her from Deadpool.
Yeah,
that stood out more. Yeah.
You said that stood out more than Atlanta. Someone get him out.
I didn't see her a lot. You don't see her a lot in Atlanta. You see her like a couple episodes.
In the second season, she in a lot.
I finished the second season.
Please.
We can tell, Tess.
Uber.
Get him out of here.
So, all that being said, though, opinions aside, do you think for new kids coming in watching this movie as their Lion King, owning this Lion King as their own, our children owning this Lion King as their own, do you think it will hit the same for them as ours did for us? Your opinion aside, do you think it has that effect?
I'll go. No. My opinion is not like real rap. Like
he's still basing it on his opinion.
No,
please explain.
I think for like facts, if you showed a kid the live animated version with everybody Gambino on them, show them that, they'll watch it. They'll be like, oh my god, this is great. Lions are talking. It's Animal Kingdom. And then if you show them the cartoon version, the animated version, the cartoon? Because they're gonna be like, what is this? What is this fake knockoff that you've been showing me for the past years? I could have been watching this great one, the original one, this whole time.
Hold on, Mars. You're not gonna get the original because the one that they have out now is the re-release with the Morning Report and all that extra stuff.
Okay.
Whatever.
So you're gonna get the semi.
I can debunk what you just said though, Mars, because my brother, who has a 10-year-old, by whatever, doesn't matter, has a 10-year-old, and she was the opposite. She did not like the original one as much because the newer one had better graphics and the singing and everything was just as fun and it was cool. And I feel like that's just how the generation is going to be. Like the cartoon stuff is cool, but we're seeing like the 3D and you're seeing like all the other stuff. I think they're gonna like that better. So I think you still just have like a cat in the race. I think that's the problem. I think that's still Mars talking rather than Miliana talking. Yeah, I think that's Mars still talking because I feel like
Millie's never gonna watch that.
But Mars keeping it a buck, because if she's watching, if she's obsessed with any Disney princess movie now that's CGI, she'll still fall in line with a CGI Lion King before cartoon one.
No, and that's what and she can't. No, like you said, he did make that point. Like you're right. We grew up on cartoons. Like that's what we grew up on.
Still watch cartoons. I'm a grown ass man.
That's what I'm saying, because that's what we grew up on. So we're gonna watch cartoons. Whereas these kids, all the shows that they're watching now are animated or live action. There's not that. Bro, there's not too many
so
cartoons.
Hard for me to watch anything that's like in 2.5 animation to 3D animation. I'm like, bro, if you don't make this shit flat, fight you.
But that's all they knew. Like that's all they're going to know is going to be that 3D stuff and everything, because all the shows that Millie watch right now 3D. There's no cartoons, man. No cartoons. So yeah. So yes, I guess you're right. The live action will probably win.
And I cannot sit down and watch a full. She loves Lion King. She actually loves the older one, but I can't get her to watch Aladdin. She does not like Aladdin, but I know it's crazy. She loves Toy Story, but again, 3D. Moana, obviously, that's just the way it is. And that's
question.
Just generation.
Do we count Jumanji as an honorable mention?
Is that Disney?
That's
that's Pixar. But I'm like, because it's been remade a few times. It's not even Pixar? Oh, Lionsgate?
It's not Disney. Okay.
It's not us. It's not here. So it's not honorable. Nothing. Because that's like me saying that Gears of War when we here talking about PlayStation games. All right, we can't put the two together. They don't connect. But yeah, no. Tess, how do you feel? Are you on my side? Or are you on Mars' side? Do you think that this generation is going to connect with the 3D Lion King, or you think nah?
I think it did. I think it hit. I think it hit well for them because they, like I said, a lot of them, if they watch the re-release vault, they're probably already about to be grown or got kids, and then the kids now, like, this is the Lion King that they know. Because how many of us can say we got a DVD of the actual Lion King lying around?
I can't say that. I say my mom still does have her VHS. Like,
my granny still, man, I'm telling you, but my grandmother still has all the original VHSs from the 90s intact in her house.
I don't need it, man. I got Disney Plus.
We don't need it at all, but to say you have it so you can be cool, Mars.
Yeah, it's a collector's thing too. Like when you think about it,
Yeah.
Mm.
That's right. Collector's
Like,
thing. We are here
bro,
retro and Lion King.
if my grandmother
It's
were
all
to
on
literally
Disney
put them
Plus.
shits on market, bro, she probably got a smooth stacks of money just sitting in VHSs that no one, some people still probably got them because people like collecting junk
We
like
used
that.
to have them. Then my parents gave
But
them away, yo.
that's
Not
no
knowing. Not
Mhm.
knowing.
All right,
We had
let's
all
get
of them.
through these. Let's get through
Yeah,
these
let's
last
go.
two real quick. So we're going over to Aladdin, and I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about this one as well. Again, putting the two aside, when you compare them side by side, I got tons to say. But if you leave it alone as its own, I think it hit okay. I don't feel as strong about it as I did with Lion King. I did enjoy it. A lot like what we were talking about with Timon and Pumbaa. I think, because the first thing that everyone's gonna go to is Will Smith and the genie. I think Will Smith did a great job as a genie. I think I compare it all the time to like the Joker, like Heath Ledger versus Jack Nicholson. I compare they both were great Jokers, but they both did their own different things. And I feel like that's the exact same thing
I
with
think
Will
Heath Ledger was
Smith
the best
and
Joker though.
Robin Williams. I think they both did a great job. And yeah, obviously Robin Williams probably, you still give him probably the better of the two genies, but Will Smith still did a good job as it was.
Yeah, because
But
he put his will on it. He put
Will,
will
that's what I'm
on
saying.
Genie.
They put the Will stank on it and it worked because normally, if that's in movies like this, it'll work out. But the thing is, though, I feel like my big issue with this movie, and probably kids won't care, but my issue with it was this movie had that Suicide Squad effect where the movie was great, but it was too much Will Smith, which that's just not how Aladdin's supposed to be. The name is not called Genie. The name of the movie is called Aladdin, and we were there learning about Genie's love life. That's not in the original. That's not even in the play. And
That's mostly from the
stuff.
cartoon. That they
That's what I'm
pulled a
saying.
lot of
The
that from the
show,
cartoon
though,
series.
that came after the movie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
I think this just goes back to the Lion King, but I think they only did that because of Will Smith. That's Will Smith. You know what I'm saying?
like
You know how they gave Beyonce that singing part, like because it's Beyonce. Why isn't Beyonce gonna have a whole solo song to herself and it's Beyonce? And why isn't Will Smith gonna have a whole story arc for himself?
But I don't think it had to be the same thing, though. You're right. You're 100% correct. But I don't think it had to be the same
Oh
thing.
yeah, no,
Because
it could have. Yeah,
Genie
no.
is big
They could have
enough in the
fleshed that out
movie
as a second
it is.
movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, facts. No, I agree. I agree with you, but I just think they did that because of who was playing those characters.
Yeah.
Right.
But the kids love Genie. I will say Will Smith as Genie got an amazing reception from little kids. Like, dog, they love Will as Genie.
You know what, CK, though? I might disagree with you, right? Okay, yeah, we didn't need to know all about, the Genie's background life and story and everything. But did. Right. But Genie was still one of my favorite characters in the original. Like, I loved him. Like, whenever he showed up on screen, I was like, okay, the Genie's here. Some stuff's about to go down. And the same thing with Will Smith. I think it was enough. But
that's the thing, though. There was more of that in the live action than there was in the original, and I'm no problem with it. My problem is not that there's a lot of Genie. No. My problem was that it's taken away from Aladdin because it was more Genie than there was Aladdin.
Rap.
Right, I'm cool with it because it's Will Smith, and like you said, when you see him and when they have their scenes, you're excited because what's Will gonna do now? Which is fine. But as far as the movie itself and where the story's going, it's like cool. But I care more about Will and the Genie more than I care about Aladdin. In the movie Aladdin, you still cared about what was gonna happen with Aladdin and Jasmine, but you were definitely excited when Genie came back on the screen for sure. But you still cared enough about what would happen with the love story between Aladdin and Jasmine. This one, yes and no, with that, but I did enjoy it on its own as its own movie. But when you're comparing the two, it does not hold up the same at all.
They don't have the same weight. Like, I haven't seen it as a whole, but I've seen bits and pieces. I will say that these are my takes that I did and did not like.
Go ahead.
Liked Will's version of "Never Had a Friend Like Me." It's probably one of the better renditions I've heard. Next to like the only one I put above that one was like when they did like a 50-year anniversary of Disney and they had like Neo singing it. Bro, he put that Neo jazz shit he does on it. I was like, oh, I need to hear this shit forever. I didn't like Iago. I mean, Iago's a real bird, but Gilbert Gottfried, bro, that's just the best bird.
You didn't miss anything. Iago was a parrot in the movie. He didn't even like well, going ahead. Like that's how
I was
he
like, bro, I just for me that's the nostalgia of me put the old head on it. I needed Gilbert Gottfried back on Iago. Even when I first saw villain, what's his name again? Jafar. I didn't like the guy they picked as Jafar.
Shout out to our boy Yiggin.
Yiggin.
Killed it.
Yiggin, they should have recast you, bro.
Man.
I seen it months later, and when CCast said that when the movie first came out, he's like, "Yo, look like Yiggin."
I was dying in the theater, and Carly had no idea what I was laughing at. I just could not believe what I was seeing because I didn't see. Because in the trailers and stuff, I didn't really put the two together. Right. You're just sitting there when he first comes out. I was just.
Yeah, that's
that's what we haven't been seeing. You out here getting a whole movie deal, man.
Yeah, and you've been out here with your Sean T-ness.
Yeah, man. My goodness. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, and I think so. And it's weird because my godson, he loves Aladdin. Like he loves all the songs. He be singing all the songs and running around. And like Aladdin is one of his favorite movies. And I'm talking about the live action one. I don't know if he ever seen. I don't know if he watched the animated one. But yeah, so he loves Aladdin, and I think once again this goes back. I guess these kids are gonna be liking these newer stuff that comes out.
Look at
it. Just have more flair, yo. Like this man had a whole concert when he was doing his raps and stuff. Will Smith as the genie, and the special effects were dope. I mean, Iago wasn't talking. I mean, him and Abu was going back and forth at it.
Abu was great. He wasn't. I liked Abu in live action. It was pretty much the same.
Yeah. We didn't see too much Carpet. Carpet wasn't that big of a character.
Oh my gosh, at all, bro.
But Carpet was a part of the squad, bro. Come on.
I know. In the animated one, he was.
Carpet was silent about that action. He stayed ready to throw down.
He was there for their song, and then said, "All right, well, I'm here if you need me."
What about what's Jasmine's tiger's name?
Raja.
Yeah, Raja. Was he?
Yeah, Raja was there.
He was.
It wasn't the same.
Yeah. Did he get turned into a cub? Did they turn him into a cub?
No.
Why would Raja get turned into a cub?
Have you never seen the original Aladdin?
The original one.
He got turned into a cup or a cub?
Cub.
Okay, I was like, why would he get turned into a cup? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, but yeah, my answer for this one is the same as Lion King. I think
different strokes for different folks. That's what I gotta say.
It's gonna hit for the kid, and Mars is using an example again right there. And same thing I said for my niece with Lion King is the same thing with Aladdin. Mm-hmm. She loved this one.
You take that into consideration the same way how when like for our generation when we were growing up, if somebody a new artist put a new spin to a song, even though it's the same song. But the way they did it, it makes it more of our generation thing. And then you hear the old heads try and sing, like, hold on, this ain't the same. That's like us trying to sing You Never Had a Friend Like Me, the original, and then they trying to sing this bopped up Will Smith version. I'm like, hold on. This ain't the same.
You saying, you old man.
What is you doing? This morning, I'm telling you, like I didn't realize there was Morning Report in the Lion King. Just throw that back until like a friend of mine. She was watching her nephew. He was like maybe 8-9 months old, upset. Like she was like, bro, I have to play this thing from maybe like sun up to sundown because he just won't watch shit else.
What is Morning Report? Is that a song?
Yes, it's a song. So if you look up the Morning Report, it's that part when Simba first, Sarabi and when Simba meets Zazu and Mufasa when he's giving him the report, like the hyenas are doing this and there's something going on in the Pride Lands. When he's trying to teach Simba how to stalk, Zazu's singing the Morning Report and Simba's singing it also. It was a song that they never added to the original. He's just giving an update on the Pride Lands.
Oh yeah.
So you said it's on Disney Plus. This isn't on it. We watched.
I just said that was in the re-released Lion King. I was like the Morning Report. I was like Zazu had a song. I was like, when did that happen?
Yeah, he's chasing a gopher.
Yeah.
This is new to me. I never.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I did
jumping right into hunting Zazu when he's turning around.
That's right. He's singing the Morning Report, giving Mufasa the update on everything in the herd. Yeah, give you the long and the short. I'm like, what is this damn song?
What is
I
that?
was like, Zazu ain't never sang. He can't sing.
Oh, he did. He sang his coconut song, but he didn't sing it in the remake.
But you don't got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Comparing. Don't compare. You comparing, Ted. Comparing, man.
I was like, yo, that fucking makes me laugh.
Zazu wasn't no parrot.
No, Zazu a toucan. No, he's not even a toucan.
He's a hornbill.
All right, Tess. Next movie.
Look, Simba says it. He's like, kings don't need advice from little hornbills from the start. That's the type of bird that Zazu is.
Hornbill's a real bird, if that's just him calling.
Just Google what type of bird Zazu is.
Oh, you win. Hornbill and like.
Come on, man. I'm 2 for 2 today.
All right. I don't like it. Test shooting 100% for the field. I'm not a fan of that. We gotta find.
He's gonna drop it. I'm
Test. I don't like it.
And look, ask my wife, dog. I'm the king of anything from the 90s animation, cartoons, musical wise. I know it, or I can give you anything on it. We grew up on cartoons, but cartoons raised me a lot more than
others.
You
better not drop it. You better just keep the same energy.
No, that's not the same thing. Anyways, Mulan, ladies and gentlemen, Mulan. Now, Mars is the only one on the panel that has seen it. We have not seen it, but this is literally what this whole entire subject had came to my head for, is because of Mulan and because of the craziness that's going on with Mulan and how it was released. So with everything we had said, comparing the original to the new one, also generational for us to see the original and now the new generation seeing this, as the person who saw this movie, knowing that it is a completely different take on the movie that we all saw, do you think that this one's going to hit the same for the new generation, or is this just another take for our current generation to see?
This is just 100% what you just said. You need my consent? What? I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. Okay.
Hello?
Oh, just talking to me like I need your consent. This is 100% another take on Mulan for our generation. Because other kids, look, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think they'll like it. Compared to the original one, because the original one has cricket, has songs.
The elders, all that good stuff.
Just those 3 alone will sell the cartoon better than this one. Don't get me wrong. Now this one, the live one that just came out, is good to a certain extent. Like Mulan, the action in it was great. Okay, the fighting was cool. And they still had all the same scenes in there. And what's that one? Being a man when they're training. That beat was in there during the little montage that they had for it. And this one is definitely uplifting women and empowerment and making them show things.
One did that too, though. So cool.
Yeah,
but
so it was like
could have did that with the songs. You know what
I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The original movie Mulan was the first of its kind to not only have it based around an Asian princess, but then on top of that, she was proving that she was the hero. You don't need no man, even though she posed as a dude. And at the end of the day, she was a female that was as strong as the dudes.
Right. She was the first Disney stud.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I get it. I went what Ted said earlier, and I'm here with you. I still think it's just whack that they didn't just liven it up a little bit and still convey that same message. I feel like it could have been done. Because I don't think it's gonna hit to the kids. Exactly. I didn't even see the movie, but everything you said, Mars, I agree with. I don't think it's going to hit with the kids because no one's going to a Disney movie like that for what it's gonna give you.
Yeah. It's a little boring too.
See, that's why
it's one of those movies where you're not gonna see little kids flock to it. You may see tweens and tweens and adults watching it, but even then, that's gonna be far and few between because unless you're one of those kids who adores action films, or you're just one of those new generation X freedom fighters, women empowerment. I don't think everybody's gonna be running. I don't think it's gonna grab a lot of attention like other certain movies will, because again, I don't know how many little kids have even seen the original Mulan. So it's not like, oh man, mommy, daddy, I gotta go see this. Or even when they click on it on Disney Plus, they'll read the synopsis if they can read and be like, I don't want to see this.
And my thinking is, what a lot of parents will be doing is since Disney Plus is around, they're showing all the kids the originals before going to see these new movies. Right? Like, oh, Mulan. Here, let's watch the cartoon version of Mulan, and then we can watch the live action one, Mulan. Don't do that because
I can't wait to binge Toy Story with the girls when they get old enough.
They won't even like the live action one. But there was like Mulan was a boss in the live action one. Like she was good in the cartoon, but in this one, like the fighting that they're doing just because it's live action was
bro,
dope.
She was that's what I'm saying. You gotta applaud the original adaptations, bro. Like these women were real warriors in their stories. A lot of them were more so like actual fighting warriors in their actual tales. However you choose to find it or read it. Like they weren't weak. They were putting their life on the line for some serious stuff allegedly.
All right. Well, I think you answered my question right there because that's what I was thinking too. Without seeing the movie and hearing your response to that furthers my opinion on how I feel like that's going to be received from kids seeing Mulan for the first time and starting with this one rather than the cartoon version. But last but not least, now Tez, I'm curious to know from all of everybody on the panel. We will start with you because you were so excited to say earlier. What movie? What Disney? We'll keep it Disney for this, just for the sake of what we've been talking about. What Disney movie from your childhood that you enjoyed so much would you be cool with a remake in live, like what's it called? In live action version are you looking for? Yes. So go ahead, Tess.
Princess and the Frog, bro. Yeah. I'm looking for. That's what I want to see.
But here's the thing: that would have the potential to be one of those that the live action would be better than the original because the original was okay. I enjoyed it. I liked it for what it was. The songs were cool. I love because
they could put so much music into it, and they could jazz that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where Beyonce needed to be.
No.
She just needed to be in the movie.
No.
Okay, I got you.
Beyonce could be the mom.
Yeah, she could be the mom.
She just need to be in the movie.
She sings. Wait, the mom sings. So yeah, Beyonce could be the mom. There you go. Yeah. Mom sings for the first scene. Yeah, so Beyonce could be that. No.
My boy Remy. Evangeline, the Gator playing it. The only hard part would be the fucking Gator playing the trumpet. I'd be like, how y'all gonna get this Gator?
Man, if you can get, you got Baloo out there doing what Baloo was doing. They can do it.
They actually had Baloo playing a real trumpet in the Jungle Book.
Nah,
he was there dancing.
Animation was just good, real good. Listen, all right. I heard what you're saying. I'm not a fan. I like Princess and the Frog, but I don't like what they did with Princess and the Frog. Right?
Explain.
They tried. They gave us a black princess before 95% of the movie. She wasn't a black princess. She was a frog. Like I felt like it was kind of disrespectful, right? As all the other Disney movies, all the princesses
play their whole thing out as a human.
Right, throughout the whole movie, they were the same.
Okay.
But like I said, I still respect the movie. It was still great. The music and everything was good. I just don't like how they did my girl.
The first black princess is not even able to be a princess throughout the entire movie. I respect.
Well, they could make a second one, or if they were to do something,
now it's not happening.
They just need to give us.
They could make a whole new princess, like an African princess,
Disney movie by itself, like just everything. But I appreciate that. Here, I'll go.
Gotcha.
I'm with that. We gotta talk about that another time.
Last one.
I agree with you on that.
If it wasn't Princess and the Frog, I want to see a live Fox and a Hound.
Ted.
Live Fox and a Hound. That's it.
Man, you don't get two, man. How you gonna get two? And nobody else even wait. Can you wait? Like this Tez is the one that got his first plate at the Thanksgiving table and got up.
Still went and got second.
Damn right.
First. Man. Go ahead.
Fox and a Hound.
Mine is Lilo and Stitch, y'all. I think it'll be dope to see.
I have another one. That was mine.
Oh, was it?
I have another one. It's okay.
I can't. The only person I will. Okay, I'm just saying the only person I would want to see live is her sister. Her big sister. That's the only one I.
This man. You ain't wrong though.
Kira, she was just walking by. Kira, get her. Somebody.
That's all I'm trying to see. It's Nami, boy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but Lilo and Stitch, I think Lilo will be dope as CGI and running around Little Hawaii and stuff. I think that would be cool, and especially all the other aliens that are in the show and everything. Yeah, I think Lilo and Stitch would be a dope.
If they get the people who did the Pokemon movie, then I might say yeah. because they have to have
Disney
somebody who
got
specializes
Disney
in.
made Lion King, man. Like it's like
Right.
Disney can make animators, man. They're good.
Look, them other the like zero. What was Stitch number? 06? 02? I don't know what his number
66.
was. Yeah, them
The
his
reason I
other
remember
brothers and
because I called
sisters and cousins,
Carly
bro.
Stitch because that's her birthday.
Got
66.
it. They gotta have somebody who knows how to like really draw,
Yeah.
bro.
Who are you?
626.
Oh, I thought it was a 9. All right, hold on.
Yeah, so yeah, Lilo and Stitch would definitely be my number one pick. And I mean, my second one would be Little Mermaid, but it's already
So
gone.
we all getting 2.
We get 2. So
You
okay,
came
I said
back.
Fox and the Hound.
I was stalling. Okay, I was stalling.
What did you say? Please don't tell me you just said Little Mermaid.
Nah.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah,
did.
All right, well then, you know what? Then shout out to my daughter. I'm just gonna do both of her movies then because mine got stolen. Mine was gonna be Lilo and Stitch. I definitely would have loved this. I think Lilo and Stitch would be such a good live action movie. I think it would be seamless, especially with the CGI and stuff like that. I think it would be seamless. I think it would be fun. And I would love to see what they would do with that. But since it was stolen, and then you stole Little Mermaid, which was my other choice. That's fine. I'm
coming out. That's why I didn't pick it, man. Little Mermaid.
Whatever. It's fine. I'm just gonna go off of my daughter's favorite movies because I honestly would like to see those in real action. I think they would be able to do a good job. And I think it would be cool for the community, like we were just talking about with Princess and the Frog, and having a better representation for us. I would love to see Coco and Moana as live action movies at some point. Now to see dope. Like because we would have a little Hispanic like kid as real and have his time because we don't what movie are we really getting that for? And then Disney, that'd be crazy. And that movie, I think that movie would be so easy to seamlessly go from the the 3D movie that we know of and put that into real life adaptation. I think they could make it a cool twist. They could go like with the Halloween vibe, but still have it Disney. I think it'd be cool. I think Coco would be a real dope movie to do real life on. And Moana is just like that. Come on.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
Yeah. Everybody steals a Moana.
They can get The Rock to play the guy.
Be Maui, yo.
He wouldn't be fat Maui. He'd be Maui that got in shape.
Yeah,
but Maui wasn't even fat. He was just thick. He was just
he was strong fat. That's what that was. He was strong fat. But CK, one of your favorite movies could easily be a good ass
Jurassic Park.
No. Think about it. What was the one with the Gorgonites and those other little toys? They could do Toy Story the same way.
Oh, you see, like Toy Soldiers?
Toy Soldiers, they could do Toy Story the same way they did Toy Soldiers, but it'd be even better.
But there wouldn't be much of a difference. The only difference would be Andy would be a person.
Yeah,
they could spin it. They could spin it though. I'm saying it could be spun. It could be spun if they wanted to.
Here's on Coco. They can go with what's the Halloween movie? What the heck is it? It's called
like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, Nightmare Before Christmas. They could kind of go that route a little bit. I mean, real life, but because I don't know, man. Them skeletons would be looking scary down there, man.
That's the thing, but they can do it, and I think it will get away with that. I mean, because that's what it's all
like a more serious Coco that still pulls your heartstrings.
I don't think they have to do it. I mean, Coco in itself is already a pretty dramatic movie as it is.
My man,
that shit with the grandmama made me cry though.
Yeah, Coco. Sad, man. And then the dad or finding his grandpa throughout the entire thing, like. Oh man, I don't know. I think I don't know. I would love to see that in real life. Real action. I think they will do good with that. And yeah, they can make it. Come in. Which one of you is it? Yes, mama. Almost. You okay? Oh god. Okay.
You just said Coco was good. They could pull it off pretty well in live action. I'm here for it. I think they could too. I just think it would be scary, man. That's it.
But that's
thinking Detective Pikachu. Relax, Mars. Detective Pikachu. The CGI style for
tell yourself to relax.
Yeah, I was saying relax.
Yeah, but yeah, like the Detective Pikachu style for Lilo and Stitch. Like, yeah, that'll be dope.
Yo, see, I didn't even think of Lilo and Stitch would be such a good live action movie for sure. For sure.
Yeah, for real, man.
I like all those choices. I'm cool with every single one of our choices. I'm proud of us. Look at this. We can get our own lot in Disney. We out here. I
know, right?
Well, I have a guest. Carly's in the building. Carly, so we're talking about what Disney movie we would like to see as a live action movie. Do you have a horse in this race? Lilo and Stitch was already taken. I said Coco and Moana. Tez had said.
Coco would be scary.
Oh, that's what Martin's saying. See, Martin said the same thing. Martin said the same thing.
I had said Fox and the Hound and Princess and the Frog.
Fox and the Hound, Princess and the Frog is what Tez said. For real life. So you don't have any other like extra one you think you would add? A lot of the good ones were taken, so I understand if you have nothing. On the spot with Pop's Cast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard, right? So even if it was named, which one did you want? What did you want to see? Oh, there's still tons.
There's still a lot of them that they haven't done.
Yeah.
Why does nobody like Fox and the Hound, bro?
Frozen.
Fox and the Hound.
I guess.
No.
I feel like haven't we seen Frozen? I feel like Frozen would be like stop. Frozen would be like what's that movie?
Which movies? Something.
Yeah, like a Maleficent kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like you have no pants on. You have no pants on.
Well, I mean, a lot of these, I don't know if y'all ever watched Once Upon a Time, which was the show kind of centered around a lot of the fantasy stuff. They've reenacted or brought a lot of these fairy tales and Disney things to life. So, oh, look at Malik.
Yeah, if you guys are watching the live, like the video version, you guys are getting to see the full squad here. The whole squad hanging. Yuji said live action Stitch would be scary. LOL. I'm thinking Detective Pikachu. Yeah. Coco was so good. I think they could pull that one off pretty well. Live action. See, me and Yuji are on the same wavelength this entire time. He with me on Jurassic Park, and he with me here on Coco. I'm with it. Let's get it.
You need to get banned.
Nah, this is we need to make him a mod right now. No, but anyways, on that note, as you can tell, the whole family's here. So on that note, I think this is where we're gonna wrap episode 15. I think this is a good episode. We gotta do this again off of Disney, like on Nickelodeon or something like that. We gotta find
I'm here for it. Like, we gotta use it for a throwaway episode when somebody else drops the ball.
Okay. Had to go. All right. Thanks, Mars. Anyway, all love to you guys. You know the deal. If you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and Tez, hit them with the ending informations.
Yeah, man. And follow us and listen to us on any of your podcast or audio listening services. Give us a 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. It helps us go up in the algorithm, helps us find newer viewers. Give us a like on Spotify, Podbean, Red Circle. I mean, any place you can listen to a podcast, you will more than likely find us. Again, as I always say, we wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you all who do tune in and or listening, because we know there are people listening. Thank you so much wherever you are in the world, whatever time or day it is when you do decide to listen. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good one. We out. Peace.
Peace.